Well, hello and welcome back, everyone. My name is Yu, and today we are continuing with Canto 3. Are we? Ooh, there's new banners. New Honglu. Reindeer. Our Corp. Okay. A lot of very flashy abilities usually have like red or just warm colors. Red, yellow, orange that I can remember from here. Interesting, Honglu. Huh. Give me one. Then we have a Sinclair pack. Okay, cute. What the hell? Is he fighting you with a case? Damn. Okay. Sheesh. Did he just run away? Ooh, yeah. Oh. 07. Oh my god! Butterfly Sinclair! Ah, that's an ego, okay. Huh. A lot of tree thematics. Oh, hold on. We've seen this one. Then there's Cavernous Willing. Oh my god. Damn! That looks really nice. And we have this one. The one that was in the banner not long ago. I think it's a new one, right? The purple attacks look nice. Okay, but I'm not pulling Sinclair because I have 2 Sinclairs already by now. And when it comes to this Honglu, I don't know. Ooh, if I were to pull for someone, who would I pull for? Honglu, maybe. Faust, probably. No, Faust, 100% yes. If the Moth Faust comes back. Without a question. Maybe some kind of Gregor, maybe. Ryushu, 100%. Rodia, depending on... Well, yeah, it all depends on which identity exactly and how much I like it. Ishmael, also... The only ones I'm not going to take are Mersault, Sinclair, or Yisung, I think. Okay, whatever. Let's go. The unconfronting Siegfried. Siegfried. That's just a story. That's nice. Okay, let's see who this is. A figure approached us with terrifying force, reminiscent of a frenzied beast.
뭐야? 뭐가 달려오고 있는 거야?
Hey, what's the running ass?
앞으로 3초. 관리자님, 판단을.
It is 3 seconds. Manager, your judgment. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Vergilius was the only one who showed no surprise. To be more clear, he was more displeased and unsurprised at this apparently expected arrival.
역시 오시는군. K사의 대스타.
There you are, K Corp's superstar. A jovial-looking man appeared amidst the chaos with an obnoxious laugh.
모두 안녕하신가? 목격담은 얼마든지 올려도 되지만 사진 촬영부터는 K사의 공식 허가가 필요하네.
What is this design? What is that even? Huh? Okay, he has prosthetic arms. Okay. Tight suit. With his bulge out. And like a feathery cape. Long ass hair. And a mask. This design is all over the place. What is going on? What voice should I give you? Greetings, one and all! You are free to share stories of the heroic feats you are to witness here. But photographs and more will require permission from K Corp. K Corp's superstar, so he's on their side?
다만 30분 후에는 잡지 인터뷰가 있어서 길게는 시간을 내주지 못해. 섭섭해도 이해해주게.
Alas, I must attend a magazine interview in half an hour, so I cannot overlay here. I pray you understand.
왜 안 오나 했지.
Was wondering when you'd come.
날개에 월급쟁이가 되어버렸다지. 지크프리트.
I heard you became a waggy serving a wing, Siegfried.
하하하, 그 비아냥거리는 말 본세는 여전하시군 그래.
Okay, so they know each other personally. I see your tongue is as sharp as ever, my dear fellow.
코드 퍼플이 발동해서 불이 나게 달려왔더니만 그대의 친구들이었나 보군.
I rushed here at once in response to Code Purple, and methinks your friends were the perpetrators.
친구 아니야. 이 소동 속에 나는 무관하다는 걸 알아주면 좋겠군.
Not exactly friends. I hope you understand that I had nothing to do with the commotion.
그럼
Well, in that case...
그래, 화끈한 정신 개조를 부탁하지.
Yep. I'm counting on you to give them a spicy lesson. What, we're not even gonna have a fight? He's just gonna beat our asses?
무슨 이야기를 둘이서만 불길하게 속닥거려?
What are you muttering about? Don't bow well.
동감. 어디서 굴러온 놈이지?
Agree. What was that? Agreed. From under what stone did he come out?
보아하니 꽤 구석진 골목에서 온 분들도 있나 보군. 좋아. 그렇다면 이번만큼은 특별히 사진 서비스도 제공해주겠어.
Well, it appears that some of you come from faraway lands. Right then, I shall give you all the privilege of photography for this special occasion.
우리를 아주 길거리 추종자처럼 대하고 있군. 감히
He treats us like worshippers on the streets. How dare you? Is that her hero or something? Oh God. Donkey Heart. What's wrong? Oh God. himself.
우리가 좀 바빠서 1분 안으로 끝내줘. 저 시계머리는 빼고 부탁하지.
We're in a hurry, so get this done within 1 minute if possible, and keep that clockhead out of this.
의체인가? 그렇다면 50초로 하지.
Huh, prosthetic is it? Right then, make it 50 seconds. What the? He's doing it on camera? Hold on, I need to see this. I love how purple it is. And judging by the sounds and visuals, he uses electricity. Which makes sense given his prosthetic arms. Both a skilled fighter and talented performer, I could only watch in awe as he proved himself to be nothing short of a hero.
자, 여기를 한번 봐주게. 우리 팬들이
A
매우
fixer?
좋아해 줄 거야.
Now, look here once more. I'm sure our fans will love it.
이 새끼 더럽게 강하군.
This blighter is too damn strong.
방금 뭐란 거지? 깜찍하군 그래?
What did you do just now? Well, isn't that cute? Damn, bro. Oh, I'm gonna suffer reviving these dudes. Oh, brother. One after another, he made short work of the sinners. Vergilius watched the carnage with a pleased expression. This is therapeutic for you, huh?
동지에서 주제도 모르고 나대면 어떤 결과를 초래하는지 깨달을 필요가 있지.
And I really thought this was like some kind of rebel or organization or something, like a gang that came to cause more ruckus for us to escape. A man can dream. About time they learned what happens if they kick up a ruckus in a nest, thinking they can get away with it.
단테, 지금의 당신은 기억이 안 나겠지만 당신도 어쩌면 거물 같은 존재였을 때가 있었습니다.
Dante, you may not remember it at the moment, but at one point you used to be something of a bigwig, so to speak. I was? And yet here I am, being one of the sinners. Great. I just couldn't picture it. Right now I'm just a powerless leader who fumbles in an emergency, constantly being chewed up, spat out, and ignored in the trash by my sinners. They've even started treating me as the team's field medic. To think that this miserable manager used to be the respected leader of many sometime in the past. I felt a genuine desire to ask Faust for another way to recover my memories.
하지만 기억을 잃었다는 사실이 당신의 관리 소홀에 대한 온전한 면죄부가 되어줄 순 없죠. 무슨 말인지 스스로 아실 거라 믿습니다.
However, your memory loss does not wholly excuse all the faults in your performance as the manager. I'm certain you understand what I mean. Nod. I thought of the staff at the K Corp checkpoint. They showed no pity for the family they were about to tear apart, treating it all as nothing more than part of the due procedure. Although Don Quixote got us into trouble when she sprang forth to rectify injustice, I just know it would have haunted my sleep for days if we turned a blind eye. Yeah, it had to be done, Vergilius. And seeing Heathcliff tighten the grip on his weapon to veins as he witnessed the disturbance. If not Don Quixote, I feel at least one of us would have intervened. So that's interesting. Dante thinks that Heathcliff, of all people, would have stepped in if things got too much. Because nothing so far happened for us to assume that Heathcliff would show such pity on someone and even decide to help out, you know? I'm not disputing that fact, maybe he is, it's just we've never seen him show anything of the sort for us to assume, you know? Truth be told, I didn't do everything in my power to keep Don Quixote down. Vergilius isn't necessarily wrong when he says the blame rests on me for causing this. Absolutely! Like, I take responsibility for my sinners. If they mess up, I take responsibility. And in the previous episode, I allowed for her to do that specifically. I'm not gonna tell you, Vergilius, about that, but yeah, it's gotta be a secret between me and my sinners. Taking back my hat might not be for the best after all, Vergilius.
이거 참... 다음엔 꼭 마이크를 달아놔달라고 해야겠군.
Yeah, seriously. Ah, dear. I've got to tell them to put a microphone next time.
알아들었다는 소리로 이해하겠습니다.
I'll take it that you've gotten my point.
46.5초. 오늘도 세계를 정의롭게 수호한 시간이었다.
Ha! 46.5 seconds. Another day, another heroic tale of justice written.
무대는 끝난 모양이군. 시계 돌릴 시간입니다, 단테.
Looks like the curtains have closed. Time to rewind, Dante. So yeah, it makes sense. This guy's also all about justice, upholding justice. I don't know to what extent, and like, is it just to keep up appearances? Because, yeah, there was injustice happening here, and we tried to stop that injustice by causing our justice, and it looks like his justice is just upholding the rules and punishing the wrongdoers, aka the ones who broke the rules, which means breaking the... in his... which means for him it's possible that rules equal justice, which may be a different concept of justice from normal. I don't know. I don't know if Don Quixote should look up to this guy, is all I'm saying. At least not now, I can't tell for sure. Welp! But that is interesting that Vergilius knows him, Siegfried. That is fascinating. Huh. I wonder if, yeah, Vergilius was in K Corp at some point. Okay, given how this guy portrays himself to be famous and not having enough time for the fans, that's interesting that they share history. Like, either Vergilius known him before he became famous, or Vergilius was such a famous figure that even such a famous guy as this was still like on equal grounds with Vergilius. Although that's a lot to say that they were equal. I don't know. I got no idea. Effie Sauda too. After 12 whirls of agony, the sinners were all back in one piece. One piece! Sorry. That massacre must have been humbling because it feels rather strange seeing them this quiet. A very humbling experience, yes.
어떻게 지내고 있었는가 붉은 시선. 요새 통 얼굴 보기가 힘들었는데 둥지 속 우수한 해결사들의 모임에도 안 나오고.
Oh, now you're talking. Now you've got time, huh? Oh, how's life been, Vergilius? We've rarely had a chance to meet in recent times. Haven't shown up to the League of Excellent Nest Dwelling Fixers lately either. Wait, so was he a fixer?
내가 초대장을 무려 수십 장이나 보냈는데 받지 못한 것인가?
Were you unable to read the dozens of invitations I sent you? Wow, he even looks up to him that much. Fascinating. Seems like your reputation precedes you, Red Gaze.
주소 바꿨어. 그리고 당신처럼 충실하게 꼬리 따위 흔들고 있을 여유도 없지.
Changed addresses, and I don't have the time to lick top brass boots like you're doing. I don't know what happened between these two, but Vergilius is a bit hostile here, right?
첫 보기에도 둘의 성향이 다르다고 느끼지 않나요, 단테?
The difference in disposition between them is rather clear, isn't it, Dante? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little slow. I need to wind up a little, if you know what I mean. In what ways?
간단히 말하자면 지크프리트 씨는 해결사 중에서도 날개 친화적인 쪽에 가까웠죠.
Simply put, Mr. Siegfried can be described as a pro-wing fixer based on the views he's expressed. Pro-wing. I don't know why, I'm just thinking of pro wrestling. But no, pro-wing meaning that he fully supports the government. The fixer that fully works for the government, I'm assuming.
반면에 베르길리우스 씨는 해결사만의 독립성을 추구했어요.
On the other hand, our guide Vergilius sought independence as a fixer. That's actually very fascinating that someone like Vergilius is actually a fixer. Probably like hired by our company? And it seems like a very famous guy too. So our company got a big shot to work for us.
영향력이 강한 어느 한 곳에 해결사가 종속되는 순간 해결사가 지켜야 할 최소한의 가치마저도 사라진다고 생각했거든요.
He believed that a fixer loses sight of their core principles the moment they become subordinate to an influent entity. So fixers have their core principles too. Principles. I wonder what his principles are exactly, specifically.
힘 있는 자들 한정에선 누구보다 엄격한 잣대를 들이미는 사람이니까요.
He is someone who is strict towards those with power after all. Okay, given that we know this about him, it is fascinating that he still treats us kind of nicely, like Dante specifically. I wonder if it's because Dante doesn't remember that he's willing to, like, tolerate him, at least, you know? Well, speaking with Faust, I saw Don Quixote quack and approach Siegfried with shaky hands. She must have been honored to see him, even after being mincemeat by his hands mere moments ago.
아니요. 그대 피규어도 모아놓았어.
Jesus!
한정판은 아니지만 나도 그대처럼 엄청난 해결사가 되는 것이 꿈이요.
She's out of breath, bro. She's hyperventilating. That's insane. But I have collected figurines sculpted after you, though I've yet to get my hands on limited editions. I set my heart on becoming a magnificent fixer as just as you.
해결사 꿈나무군. 시간이 얼마 없지만 사인은 해줄 수 있지.
Oh, you're so nice. Haha, an aspiring fixer. I have little time to spare, but more than enough for an autograph.
그게 정말이요? 그럼 사인은 여기.
The laugh, bro. The laugh is crazy. Is that true? Would you sign an autograph here?
숨 좀 쉬어, 돈키호테.
I don't think she's gonna listen to you, buddy. Slow brass, Don Quixote.
안내합니다. 상황 종료. 코드 퍼플. 상황 종료. 코드 퍼플. 올 코드 클리어.
Attention. Code purple. Dismiss. Code purple. Dismiss. All codes. Clear.
일은 성공적으로 끝마쳤다.
Huzzah! That's a job well done.
그럼 또 어디선가에서 보도록 하지.
What was that echo? Now then, until next we meet. Leaping with tremendous force, Siegfried vanished into the air. I have a feeling like we're gonna fight this guy at some point. Although there was a small delay, we did get the travel permit in the end. Vergilius returned to the bus in the meantime. Bye! Or perhaps he only got off knowing that we'd run into that Siegfried. He looked rather upset as he walked away, but no one else seemed to care that much.
Everyone is saying, "Oh, Vergilius, you're so scary. Oh, that gaze. Oh," and no one is saying, "How is Vergilius?" Everyone is saying, "Oh, Vergilius. Oh, you're such a fan, such a big fan."
I'm happy for you, Don Quixote. Clueless to the surrounding frigidness, Don Quixote was happy as a clam, caressing the sheet of paper autographed by Siegfried. Just a sheet of paper? I thought you'd, like, give him your weapon to sign or something else. Okay. And everything is back to normal. The guards are back, the line is back.
꿈을 꾸고 있는 것은 아닌지 모르겠어. 관리 차라리 내 볼따구 한 번만 꼬집어줄 수 있겠어?
I must be caught in a dream. Manager Esquire, will you pinch my cheek just once? Just as I was about to give the blissful Don Quixote a word while we walked out of the border checkpoint, an armored vehicle stopped before us. Everywhere is K.
새로운 적인가? 둥지 검문소 앞에서 간도 크군.
A newfound foe. Bold of them to challenge us right in front of the next checkpoint.
이 차는 LCC 청소부서
LCC.
소속이군요.
This vehicle is from LCC, the clearance department. I see. So, yeah, these are also the identities. LCC. I was wondering that the LCC identities and the K Corp identity, they look very similar. They have a similar vibe. And just the K Corp in general. So that makes sense. LCC is also part of K Corp. Following Faust's plain reply, the vehicle's door opened.
나 참...
Oh
왜 이렇게
my
오래 걸린
God.
거야? 이 근처를 3바퀴나 뱅뱅 돌았잖아.
Dude, I forgot your name was Effie. I read like the name of the chapter and I'm like, Effie? Who's Effie? Is it... What is this? What am I thinking of Escoffier? Guys, I'm actually happy to see you. After all that. Oh, jeez. What took you so long? We had to cycle 3 laps waiting for it to be over. A couple of familiar faces appeared out of the car. Effie and Saude. Even though their outfits had changed, their faces were greased with just as much confidence and poise.
B4팀에서도 온 건가? 분위기가 좀 달라졌군 그래.
Oh, people from before team, huh? Something about you looks different, I've gotta say.
그건 카지노 잠입을 위한 위장복이었답니다. 결과적으로는 쓸모가 없긴 했지만 말이에요.
Okay, no need for the backhanded comments, okay? We've been through this. That was a disguise we had in order to infiltrate the casino. It was ultimately useless, though.
그 심부를 찌르는 말투는 여전하구만.
Still got that sharp tongue too, huh? My chest ached a little at the thought of the harmonious cacophony that was our last operation. That surely we bonded a bit over the last mission, right? Surely you guys like don't mind us that much, right? I mean, at least Effie looks happy to see us.
소드, 저 시계 시침 바르르 떨리는 거 보여?
Okay,
저러다가
shut the
물기로
fuck up,
가겠어.
Effie. Shut the fuck up, Effie. Okay.
Bro, I'm about to make you cry, bro. Saudi, you see that hand on the clock trembling? You'll make them cry.
장난이랍니다. 실력으로는 아직 발전해야 할 부분이 한참 남아 있었지만 그래도 LCB 부서만의 색깔이 있다는 걸 인정하기로 했거든요.
I was just being playful. While you had much room for improvement in the regard to skill, I've made up my mind to admit that the LCB department has its own character. In spite of the rough path we took, it sounds like we did leave a positive impression on the two.
비포 팀들은 먼저 작전 현장에 도착했는 줄 알았는데요.
The before team was supposed to be on site at this hour, wasn't it?
다른 대원들은 이미 도착해
Hey,
있을
look
거야.
at you guys.
너희들이 알면 유용할 추가 정보가 있어서 잠시 남아서 기다려주기로 했지.
They specifically say Limbus. Limbus. So it is like a special department from our company. Directly. Interesting that they have like an armed vehicle and stuff like this in the K Corp's nest. Limbus has a lot of influence, I gotta say. The others should be there already. We decided to wait for you because we had useful intel to share.
어떻든 간에 우리가 신경이 쓰였다는 거네. 맞지?
Oh. In any case, you cared about us, right? That's I love Gregor so much. Like, he's such a friendly guy, and when there's like someone who there is a chance for us to befriend them and have a positive partnership, he's gonna try to soften the eyes. Is that the right phrase? Whatever.
너희들도 우리의 매력에 헤어나오지 못했던 거 아니야?
Do you have a couple of new fans knee deep in our charm?
왜 그런 거 있잖아. 귀신같이 맛없는 재료들만 모아놓아서 요리했는데 묘하게 맛이 있는 거?
You know, something like the sort of food that's cooked from ghastly ingredients, but the end result's a pleasant surprise.
맞아. 전장엔 그런 게 많았지. 분명 먹을 당시에는 비참했는데 자꾸 기억에 남는 그.
Okay, that's a very traumatic comparison. Yeah, had a lot of that on the battlefield. Miserable to swallow, but somehow memorable.
두 분 다 어떤 음식을 드셔왔던 거죠?
What kind of food have you two been eating?
저 그런데 전달받을 정보란 어떤 것인가요?
By the way, what's the intel you were going to share with us?
이번 목표 지점 말이야. 우리 말고 다른 집단이 점령해 있는 상태인 것 같아.
It's about our target location. It seems another faction has occupied the place already.
그래서 우리 쪽에서도 평소보다 많은 인원을 투입하고 있지.
We're putting in more manpower than usual as a result.
허, 그래봤자 또 어디서 모여드는 쇠파리 같은 놈들이겠지.
I bet they are yet another swarm of gadflies, attracted by opportunity. As others pointed out, we weren't new to encounters against groups of foes drawn near the Golden Bows. For our first mission, straggling soldiers from K Corp took shelter in the abandoned facility. And on our second, a variety of gangs inhabited the casino.
안타깝지만 이번 상대들은 예전 같은 부스러기는 아닌 모양이야.
Unfortunately, our opponents this time won't be some crummy no-names like before.
심사 기록을 슬쩍 살펴보니까 몇 주 전 엔사에서 대거 파견한 기록이 남아 있었어. 심지어 우리와 목적지가 같더라고.
We took a look at the immigration inspection records and found out that N Corp dispatched a legion of employees a few weeks ago. Same destination as ours too. N Corp. Hold on, who's N Corp? Have you heard of them before? N Corp. The only ones I can think of are the ops from the end of Canto 1, but I don't know, because they didn't specify anything from which company they are, and I was guessing that since Gregor's experimenter was there, I figured that that was the remnants of K Corp. And maybe they are remnants of K Corp, but what if they integrated into a new corp? So that's also unclear for now.
엔사에서요?
From N Corp?
공식적으로 드러난 행보는 아니지만 K사 쪽에서도 심사 통과를 해준 걸로 봐선 모종의 거래가 있었을 수도 있지.
Though this wasn't an officially disclosed activity, seeing that K Corp has let them pass means they might have made a deal under the table.
즉, 엔사에서 미리 파견이 와 있는 게 사실이라면 가는 길이 순탄하지만은 않을 거라는 소리랍니다.
Which, if it's true that N Corp has sent staff in advance, then the journey won't be a smooth one.
그렇군. 이거 자칫하다 여러 날개를 척지는 건 아닌지 몰라.
I see. Well, I'm worried we might make enemies of several wings as we go on.
장기적으로 봤을 때 날개 간의 충돌은 불가피한 수순일 거예요.
In the long term, conflicts with wings will be an unavoidable step in the process. Why? Again, I don't know the goal of our company and what we're supposed to do. All I know that we need to collect bows. For what purpose? No information whatsoever. Faust makes it sound like it's a necessity. It will be a necessity to make enemies of the wings. Of the government of other nests. But is it connected to the ultimate goal of our company? Or is it connected to the fact that golden bows are kind of in the possession of the nests? Certain golden bows. And the wings wouldn't really allow for anyone to take them. unless they agreed to something like under the table, as they said. So if like the K Corp takes the golden bow, it's gonna be alright because they made a deal. But if we come and take the bow for ourselves, they're gonna be like, oh, whoa, we didn't agree to give you guys that. That's our property. You can't take that. But I don't know if the wings are very protective of the bows. I don't know how important the bows are to the wings. So it's just all guesswork right now.
하지만 엔사에서 공식적인 파견을 공표한 게 아닌 걸 봐서는 단순히 이익 집단 간의 충돌로 마무리될 수도 있고요.
Judging from the fact that K Corp hasn't made this motion officially known, it could end as a simple conflict of interest. Absolutely, yeah.
어쩌면 그들이 진정으로 원하는 건 황금 가지가 아니라는 가능성도 배제할 순 없어요.
Furthermore, we can't discount the possibility that it's not the golden bow they're after. What else could they be after? Huh?
어찌됐든 여기저기에 써먹기 편한 게 우리라는 건 부정되지 않은 것 같지만
Oh, it doesn't change that we're convenient pawns for our higher-ups to throw around either way.
아, 맞아. K사 입국관리소에서 소동을 일으킨 멍청이들이 있다고 했는데 혹시 얼굴 봤어?
Oh, right. I heard some morons cause a scene at the K Corp's checkpoint. Did you guys see who they were? I wonder if he's genuinely asking her or if he's just being an asshole. Because he can be an asshole. We're used to them being assholes. But what if they legitimately don't know? I mean, they gotta know, right? They said that they've been lapping in circles for a long time, waiting for us to come, that it took a while for us to come. Maybe they just thought, oh, there's a commotion going on and they can't pass through while there's a commotion. But surely they know us by now. Surely they know that we were the ones who made the ruckus and caused the commotion, and they're just being assholes.
소문이라는 건 참 빠르게 퍼지는군. 마치 로신한테 갔어.
I love you, Don Quixote. Look at her face, just looking away in shame. Oh. Rumor travels with such haste. 'Twas as though asteroid reconnaissance. Wait, what? Asteroid Rosinant. Asteroid Rosinant. Don Quixote hung her head, possibly in embarrassment. Perhaps she's finally starting to learn that her reckless actions have repercussions. That or I'm mistaken and she is glad that more people know of what she's done.
아깝지 뭐예요. 그런 광경은 자주 볼 수 있지도 않았을 텐데.
A shame I missed it. That's not the kind of spectacle you see every day. Well, but you guys better work with us more often because we've got that shenanigans going on all day, every day. I'm sure you guys will stick around.
목숨이 여러 개 있는 게 아닌 이상 누가 감히 입국관리소에서부터 소란을...
They don't know. They actually don't know. Oh, judging from how judging from how abrupt she finished her sentence, I feel like she realized. I feel like she realized. Really? Who in their right mind would mess with a wing at a border checkpoint unless they had lives to spare? Don't look at me. Go home!
설마... 아니죠?
Please don't tell me. I told you, stick around with us. You're gonna have a lot of fun. I promise you.
자자, 시간도 얼마 없고 하니 빨리 이동하죠.
Come on, we don't have much time, so we should get going.
이런... 베르길리우스님은 이번에도 안 계시나 보네.
Oh dear, Mr. Vergilius is nowhere to be seen again. Oh, I'm telling you guys, if you were there, you wouldn't have just missed all the commotion, the interesting commotion, but also you would have seen Vergilius. Not in action, but just being an asshole too.
그 양반 먼저 버스로 돌아갔어.
Oh, him. He went to the bus first.
아쉽네요. 이번에야말로 얼굴 한번 비추고 싶었는데.
What a pity. I didn't want to miss my chance to say hello.
다음에는 꼭 인사를 하고 말겠어. 너희 대신 우리를 합류시킬 생각은 없냐고도 물어볼 계획이거든.
We'll leave an impression on him next time. Mark my words. I'm planning to ask him if we can join the team in your stead. Well, why does it have to be in our stead? You can just join the team. Maybe. That's an idea. What? That's the reason you wanted to meet him?
마냥 농담은 아니랍니다. 이따가 현장에서 다시 봐요.
That wasn't entirely a joke. See you at the site then.
너희가 무사히 도착할 수 있다면 말이야.
Well, if you can get there in one piece anyway. I thought you guys were taking us with you. So that's interesting, yes. Looks like there is some kind of competition within our company to see who actually, like, not deserves, but who is worthy of working with Vergilius. They want to prove themselves. The deal they struck. It was honestly a nice surprise to see these guys again so soon. I didn't expect that. Another story. We haven't had much fights so far. Oh, would you look at that? We're cutting perspectives. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm all in for it. Okay. A pouty Charon and the cold stare of Vergilius awaited us on the bus. Oh, wait. Okay. I didn't think our bus would be in the K Corp. The air was heavy with a sense of oppression, leaving little room for light-hearted jokes.
늦었어. 카론 100까지 샜는데도 너희 안 왔어.
You're late. Karen counted to 100 and you still didn't come.
How could you? You know that she can't count any further than that.
Caron.
I'm glad that we're getting more of these two in this Canto. At the very beginning and now, I really want to see it. She seemed to have a few more words ready to be flung in that icy tone, but Vergilius put a hand on her shoulder and gave her a glance.
베르, 카론은 지금을 기억할 것입니다.
She sounded so petty and vengeful. It's like the Telltale games. Karon will remember this.
Verg, Karon will remember this.
미안해. 다음에 사탕 사줄 테니까.
That was such a sweet line delivery. My heart actually melted. I loved Caron since the very beginning, but I really love their dynamic. I don't know what's their connection, but it seems like Vergilius is pretty much like a parental figure for Caron. Not like a parental specifically, but like someone who cares for her. Sorry about that. Buy something sweet later. Karen sat in the driver's seat without further complaint, and Vergilius slowly turned to us. If there was one thing the sinners and I were all good at, it'd be sensing imminent danger and making way. Dispersing from the group, we sculled away into our seats. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I thought the bus would be left outside, like, the nest, but I guess that makes sense. I don't know how Karon made for the checkpoint by herself, but she probably didn't. Although, no, she probably did. No, Vergilius went back. He didn't go through, right? He went back. Leaving only Don Quixote anxiously standing in the aisle of the bus.
변명을 듣겠다, Don Quixote.
Let's hear your excuse, Don Quixote.
본인은 핍박받고 있는 약자를 그냥 지나칠 수 없어.
I could not turn a blind eye to the weak being persecuted.
아니, 틀렸지.
No. Wrong. My vision couldn't follow what happened in that instant. I have nothing to blink, so it shouldn't have been possible for me to miss a moment, but yet... Oh lord, what? Oh, Vergilius actually showing me what he's capable of, huh? When I caught up with the situation... Oh my god! Damn! I thought he'd like... Okay, I was expecting to see him to take her by the neck and lift her off the floor, not just step on her! Okay. I'm sure people had a field day with this one. Oh my god. Vergilius fans are eating right now. My god. He looks freaking sick, I'm not gonna lie. Hand in his pockets. Just so nonchalantly. Damn. Okay, Vergilius, I see you. The first thing that came into my sight was Don Quixote brought to the ground, shoulder trampled under Vergilius' shoe.
나는 변명을 하라고 했지. 네 사상을 변호하라고 하지 않았다.
I asked for an excuse, not a justification of your views.
처음이 아니지, 돈 키호테. 벌써 3번이나 비슷한 일이 있었다.
This isn't the first time either, Don Quixote. You're responsible for 3 separate incidents already.
네 정신 나간 짓 때문에 3번이나 일이 어그러질 뻔했다고.
That's 3 times you've jeopardized our work with your deranged behavior.
어떻게 생각하지? 말해봐라.
What do you think? Speak.
본인을 위해 동료에게 패를 끼치기는 했다만.
While my own actions did inconvenience my colleagues.
Whoa. What's the sound? Don Quixote's pained growl grew louder, but no one stepped in. Is he crushing her? Of course, she was being punished for her own actions. And of course, if I were to step in, and like offered to take responsibility, there's no way Vergilius would have acted this way towards me because he needs me alive. At least the clock had. So I'm sure he wouldn't go this hard on me specifically. So he wouldn't be satisfied with me taking responsibility. I don't think he would agree to that. But I would still, like, support my crew. But more than anything, it was evident that disrupting this wasn't going to make the situation better. I mean, yeah, but we gotta say at least something. Not we, but we as a manager, I mean. Me and you, Dante, me and you both.
생각을 물었다고 왜 말을 알아듣지 못하지?
I was asking for your thoughts. Why do you not understand this?
말하고 있지 않았어!
I was speaking only to be interrupted!
너는 여기서 미안하다는 말을 했어야 해, 돈키호테.
What you should have said to me at the get-go was an apology, Don Quixote.
덧붙일 거라면 앞으로 어떻게 할 것인지 계획을 말했어야 했고.
Anything you'd add should be an elaboration on how you plan to improve your conduct.
이런... 아까부터 답을 정해놓고 말하고 있지 않소?
What unjust? You're demanding a specific answer out of me?
모르나? 회사는 대부분 정해진 답을 갖고 있다. 그 답을 맞출 수 있는 길을 물을 뿐이지.
Don't you know? A company already has the correct answer for its employees. The questions are only asked to see if you can get it right.
회사가 너 따위에게 의견을 묻고 있다고 생각하면 큰 착각이다.
You're sorely mistaken if you believe the company is sincerely curious about your input.
It's still very interesting that even though Vergilius is a fixer and though he doesn't want to be, like, bound down by any specific organization, he wants to be independent. It's still very fascinating how seriously he takes the company's rules. Which I feel like is a bit of a contradiction. Not on the writing's part, but on Vergilius' actions. I wonder why. What makes him want to follow this specific company? I mean, follow like to the brim. Follow all their rules. Is it because of his principles and that he's been hired? Or is it because his goals and ideals align with the company? Because, like I mentioned in the previous episode, in my case, I have no correlation to the company whatsoever, like, when it comes to the goals. I have no idea what the company wants, I have no idea what my goal is. I don't remember anything. What I know now is we have a mission, but we also have a choice to either follow the rules blindly or to do the right thing. I chose to do the right thing because I don't know what that right thing, quote unquote, is for. I am not 100% loyal to the company. Hence why I, specifically me, would have allowed Don Quixote to go through with it, even though we faced a lot of trouble. But Vergilius takes it very seriously. Like, unnaturally seriously for someone who is supposed to be an independent fixer. That's why I'm curious about his connection to the company.
회사가 그렇다면 본인은
If the company insists so, that I... Holy shit.
지치는군.
I'm sick of this.
Vergilius kicked Don Quixote, tossing her to the floor. Oh my god. Another amazing shot. Red gaze. What is your motive? Why? Why is he so serious about it? Because if he was just an independent fixer who was hired, he wouldn't give so much of a shit about what people do. But it feels personal, you know? He takes it almost personally. And that's a good person to have for for a company, you know? But still, it's like it doesn't align with his views. I doubt he only does this because he was hired and it's his principles to follow what he was paid for or something. I really doubt that. Then, gripping her fall by the collar.
입사할 때를 기억하고 있겠지.
I'm sure you remember what went down when you joined.
I don't. But it seems to, like, scare her.
그날의 거래를 잊지 않았으면 좋겠습니다.
The deal.
큐테 씨.
The deal. So, did Vergilius recruited them specifically? By striking a deal? Huh.
I hope you haven't forgotten the deal we struck that day, Miss Don Quixote.
Vergilius' eyes glistened with a much brighter hue of red than usual. Staring directly into them, Don Quixote soon gave back a nod without another word.
여기까지. 원래 위치로 돌아가도록.
That's all. Back to your seat.
Watching someone who usually exuded pride and confidence quickly shift to such a discouraged, crestfallen state didn't exactly make for a pleasant sight. Though a deal that got Don Quixote to go silent simply by bringing it up makes me wonder what it was about.
다른 놈들도 마찬가지다.
The same goes for the rest of you.
회사는 자아 실현의 공간이나 사상을 설파하는 장소가 아니다.
A company isn't a platform for fulfilling egotistic dreams or preaching big and ideals.
취업 규칙을 위반하면서도 돌발 행동을 하겠다면 자신이 치를 대가를 한 번쯤 더 생각하고 행동에 옮기도록.
If you still go against the terms of your employment contract, to act unprovoked, consider the consequences before you do.
Okay, so that does make sense. Acting unprovoked breaks the terms of employment contract. Again, breaking the contract, breaking the company rules. Vergilius seems to be very worked up about them specifically. I got no idea for what reason. It's just he doesn't strike me as a person who is like blindly following the company's rules to that degree, you know.
죽는 게 낫다고 생각하겠지만 죽지 못할 거고 프리랜서가 되고 싶겠지만 퇴사가 불가능한 시기를 보내게 될 테니까 말이야.
You'll spend a grueling period of being unable to escape, not through death, nor through struggles. That's severance.
아무래도 저 양반 아이고 뭐더라? 저 자크 프리더 씨한테 도움을 받은 게 힘이 기분이 상했던 모양이군.
I guess I'm getting help from that guy. Who was it again? Mr. Siegfried or something. It must have ruffled his feathers.
시크프리트님이요.
It's Lord Siegfried.
본격적으로 작전 시작도 안 했는데 잔소리나 들었잖아. 그러니까 눈치 좀 보면서 행동했어야지.
Sheesh! The mission hasn't even started and we already got a scolding. Have some tact before you act, okay?
에휴, 언젠가 한 번은 이럴 날이 올 줄 알았어요. 앞으로는 다들 주의하죠.
I knew this day would come sooner or later. We should all be careful from now on.
둘 다 왜 나를 야리냐? 죽고 싶냐?
Why are you two birds gawking at me? Looking to get stoned? Yeah.
알았어, 알았다고.
I love the line delivery. Fine, I got it. I really like that sequence. I really do. I'm glad that we're getting to see more of Vergilius in action, but also showing his principles and making us wonder exactly what's his deal. Because I still don't know. What's his deal? What's the company's deal? There's so many questions still unanswered, and we're just blindly following it. Finally we're getting a fight. What's this? Inquisitors. Inquisition.
검 끝을 바라본다.
Don Quixote. With the conflict sorted out, the bus finally departed. Looking out the windows evoked a strange feeling in the passengers.
저 인간들은 얼굴에 근심 하나 없어 보이네.
Check out those people. They look like they haven't a care in the world.
Yeah, this is way different from the roads we've been through.
아하. 그러고 보니 관리자 양반은 둥지 한복판을 지나오는 건 처음이겠어.
Uh-huh. I guess this is our manager Bud's first time traveling in the middle of a nest. Well, since I lost my memory, yeah.
둥지랑 뒷골목은 수준 차이가 심하죠. 또 둥지마다 저마다의 고유 문화와 역사가 다르고요.
There's a world of difference between the nest and the back streets. Besides, each nest has its own cultural heritage.
Even cultural heritage. Interesting. So yeah, before that we've been on the back streets this whole time. Like even the casino was in the back streets. Interesting.
전원 집중.
Attention all.
이번에 갈 목적지는 K사의 칼프 마을이다. 그곳 어딘가에 로보톰이 집으로 연결되어 있는 통로가 있다는 정보다.
Our destination is the town of Cole, situated in Nest K. Investigation revealed that a passage connected to a lobotomy core branch exists somewhere in that village.
Even more. Oh god damn it. God damn it. First it was the K Corp, now it's a specific location, the K Corp. Of course. As soon as the name Cole was mentioned, Sinclair lapsed into fear once again and started trembling, as if something were coming after him.
하지만 너희들이 전해준 정보대로 제3의 세력들이 이미 그 지부를 점령 중인 상황이다. 그래서 클리어 부서에 추가적인 정찰을 요청했지.
But, as you have told me, a third party has occupied the area surrounding that branch facility. That's why I requested an additional recon operation from clearance.
비포팀의 사정관 측 3과가 투입되었죠. 에피와 소드 씨도 함께 하셨을 겁니다.
Preliminary Observation Unit 3 from the before team has been dispatched. Mr. Effie and Miss Sauder should be with them by now.
상황이 어떤지 파악이 되면 그쪽에서 먼저 보고를 줄 거다.
We'll receive a report from them once they get a good grasp on the situation.
Shortly afterward, the bus entered a quiet woodland path leading to the village. Woodland? Lush green trees rarely found in the back streets began to decorate the scene, providing a comforting sight, but that was soon disturbed by something odd. I could see an ominous billow of smoke rise in the distance.
왜? 저기 연기가
What is smoke coming from?
싱클레어?
Sinclair?
카론 꺾어.
Karon, turn.
회피기동 덜컹덜컹.
That's new.
Evasive maneuver. Rumble tumble.
The bus made a sharp turn to the left shortly before a giant nail flew in and noisily embedded itself in the back window. Okay. I know that there are superheroes here, right? Heroes that people look up to, like Don Quixote did. My superhero is Caron. She is the bus driver, and she has a superhero move for every driving maneuver she does. I'm so inspired.
어떤 새끼야? 뒤질 뻔했잖아.
What the hell was that? I almost kicked it.
이 정도의 가속도로 실험해보진 않았지만 창을 조금 더 튼튼히 덧댈 필요가 있겠군요.
Though I hadn't run a test with a projectile at such velocity, this does suggest that the windows need to be reinforced a little.
우리를 향해 정확히 조준하고 던진 거다. 아까 비포팀들이 일컫던 엔사의 직원이겠군.
That was aimed directly at us. They must be the faction that the before team warned us about. The employees of N Corp.
베르, 내 피가 다쳤어. 가끔 슬퍼.
No, we have to fix it now.
Very good. Nephi got hurt. Caron's sad.
멈추지 않으면 더할 기세군.
Doesn't look like they'll stop anytime soon.
전원 하차.
Off the bus, all.
Holy crap. Oh my god, it's these guys. Nails. Nail and hammer? Okay. Knew these guys were communists. Oh my god. Okay, I'm really curious about them specifically. I've seen the identities of sinners being in these outfits, and they are batshit crazy. And I love that so much. And what the hell is happening here? Everything's so red. The city, the village is burning. Also, the helmet of this guy looks like a cross. He looks like a paladin. Somewhat. Path towards Cole. As we got off the bus, a group stood in the way, clad from head to toe in rusty armor with faded coats of white.
정차. 이 길로는 지나가지 못한다.
Halt. You may not use this road.
아, 이렇게 말로 하면 될 걸 유리창까지 뚫을 건 뭡니까? 나 참.
There's so much. You should have said so in the first place, because what about our windshield, that bugger?
선전 보고 없이 공격해놓고는 무례하군. 소속이라도 말해야 예의지 않겠나?
You're rather rude for someone who attacked without warning. Isn't it at least common courtesy to state your affiliations?
우리는 이단 신문관. 불경한 일을 꿰뚫는 못이오. 죄악을 두드려 다스리는 망치다.
We are Inquisitors. We are the nail that fixes the blasphemous, and the hammer that strikes down the sinful.
Okay. So these guys... okay, I got it. K Corp is a cult. Got it!
인사. 나겔 운트 하모의 직원이라는 걸 어렵게도 말하네요.
Nachl Hammer. So, K Corp. That's one convoluted way to tell someone that you're an employee of Nachl and Hammer. Okay, so the letter N actually stands for Nachl and Hammer. Okay. And okay, that's very fitting that that's very fitting that their language, I'm assuming, is either German or Dutch. Oh, brother.
못과 망치라고도 불리죠.
Also known as nail and hammer. Yep.
지금은 이단 신봉자를 정화하고 있으므로 이 앞을 지나갈 수 없다.
You shall not proceed as we are in the midst of cleansing heretical dissidents.
이단? 이봐요. 우리는 단지 이곳을 서둘러 지나가고 싶을 뿐입니다. 뭐냐?
He's trying so hard.
Heretics? Hey now, we just want to pass through. Not looking for any trouble. We're on the
관광. 관광 버스라고요.
A tour. Oh, that's right. This is our tour bus. And I am the tour guide. Labeled as tourists all of a sudden, the sinners exchanged looks in silence. To prevent another disastrous first impression, Gregor was doing what he could, even though its efforts fell flat for the most part, to gently appease the armored crowd. Accompanied by an attempt at the kind, harmless smile a tourist would wear.
그래. 저번 광산 때부터 느꼈던 건데 사실 이런 쪽 개그에 욕심 있는 거 아니야?
Greg, I've been thinking this since the job at the mine, but are you that into these kinds of bits?
그런 거 아니라고.
Not exactly it.
The quivering corners. The quivering corners of his mouth roused pity in my heart.
그렇다면 그대들의 순수성을 증명함이 바르리라.
In that case, you shall prove yourselves to be untainted.
Untainted? Bro, we are entering a Nazi territory. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is the Ku Klux Klan all over again.
좋아. 방법을 알려주면 못할 것도 없지.
Fine. Tell us how we can get on with it. The Inquisitor suddenly pointed in my direction.
저 불경한 여행자의 머리를 베어내라.
Oh, I'm blasphemous.
Behead that blasphemous traveler.
그리고 우리 망치의 앞에 무릎 꿇고 봉헌해라.
And kneel before our hammer as you consecrate their head to us.
그렇다면 그대들은 때묻지 않는 자이며 여정의 불이익 또한 없을지니.
Such will prove that you are untainted ones, and your journey shall continue without hindrance.
물론 그 불결한 차량도 두고 가야 할 것이다.
You will, of course, have to part with the defiled vehicle as well.
보자보자니까 무슨 헛소리야. 야! 아무리 우리가 핫바지처럼 보인다고 해도 그런 걸 들어줄 것 같냐?
Love to spew on, don't you, Blux? Hi! I don't know who you think you are, but do you look daft enough to do as you say? Furious Heathcliff was the first to quit playing as a harmless tourist.
Heathcliff! You really didn't have to. 가짠치도 않은 것들이 어디서 나보고 무릎을 꿇으란 거야?
Proper trifling twits. Who are you telling me to kneel? The Inquisitor, as was declared to us, nodded in response.
알겠다. 그렇다면 그대들은 이단이다.
Understood. Then I declare all of you to be heretics.
With that, the group of Inquisitors moved into position at once, ready to attack. Yeah, I don't care. I want to wipe these guys out. Off the map. Oh my god, the music. The bells. The whole... like, such church vibes. Is that organ? Of course it will be. I did not expect K Corp to change settings this drastically. This fast. Ooh! The guitar, though. Okay. That's nice. That sounds really nice. Okay, what is your guys' specialty? Thankfully, you guys don't restore your HP like the previous ones. I'm very glad to hear that, see that. Plunge in. These guys look very medieval, I gotta say. Who do they remind me of? Oh my god, I have a clear image in my mind, but I'm blanking on the name. Also like the armored knights with the crest on their helmet.
Oh my god, how can I forget? I think you know what I mean. They are pretty iconic, so... whatever. Okay, these guys don't seem to be much of a trouble, to be honest. So far, at least. I might have spoken too soon, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This will be it for today. We've gone through, what, 5 more chapters? No, actually 4. Inquisitors 2. We are entering the forest now. First it was the city. Now we're entering the forest area. Very interesting. Oh my god. Okay. N Corp be some shenanigans. Hold up. Hold the phone. There we go. The one who grips. It's N Corp. N Corp fanatic. Dude, I love this. Like, I love the stylistic choices and just, not even stylistic, but just the choices they made for this faction specifically. Holy crap. There's N Corp, Don Quixote. Like, every single N Corp looks freaking sick. N Corp identity. Then you have LCCB. Oh my god. So many identities are starting to make sense now. Limbus Company. Yeah, specifically Limbus Company. Assistant manager. So, in season 1, we have J Corp, Las Mariakis, which is the guys we fought in the casino. Which I don't remember them looking this cool. I really don't. Like, damn, I wish they looked like this. Then we have LCCB, Lobotomy Corp, Fixer, N Corp, Ting Tang Gang, G Corp, N Corp. Then we have Event. Who would that be? Syndicate, RB, the Backstreets. So just random? Probably. And these? Lifetime stew, basili soup. Okay, that's some food monster we haven't seen yet, so no. But when it comes to the identities, we've seen all of them, the inspirations for them in season 1. We haven't seen most of, well, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've seen 6 so far, so like half. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Okay, is there anyone in season 2? We have K Corp, 1. Do you know this one? It's a Fixer. Okay, Fixer. This is Lobotomy. Don't know that yet. Lobotomy Ego. Also don't know that yet. Lobotomy Workshop Fixer. Okay. Not a lot for season 2. You have K Corp and 2 Fixers. Event. Another Fixer. Moral Office Fixer. Also Fixer. A lot of fixers in Season 2, huh? They're all fixers here. Interesting. Then we have Season 3, and Season 3 is Bon Voyage. So I'm guessing Ismael's story is already out, Ismael's Canto. It's either Canto 4 or Canto 5. I'm betting it's Canto 4. I'm betting it's Canto 4. Maybe. We have more LCCB. LCCB Ryushu. Sick. Don't recognize the rest. Don't recognize the rest. In Season 4, there are only egos, which is interesting. And then, yeah, Season 5 looks like the flashiest. In my opinion, like, all Season 5 are so amazing. I heard that there's a new season coming soon, right? Oh, there's a standard too. K Corp, don't know, don't recognize, don't know. Nope, nuh-uh. Nope. Nothing pretty much I recognize, although... Fixer, no, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't recognize a lot of them here. And here too aren't a lot of like enemies we've seen in the game so far. So standard is also very interesting. But Season 5, this has to be my favorite identity ever. Of them all so far. I love it so much. That identity is also really freaking sick. Love these two. Okay. That's enough for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Boom, boom.